town of Anum, located in the eastern region, a captivating custom has captured the attention of its residents and visitors alike. This peculiar tradition dictates that both the inhabitants and guests of Anum are strictly forbidden from keeping dogs for any reason. The consequences of disregarding this age-old custom are dire, as it is believed to invoke the wrath of the gods. Anum, like every town, has its own unique history and culture, and this prohibition on dogs is a distinctive part of its heritage. To shed light on the story, our reporter Samuel Mbura visited the community to uncover the story behind this custom and now reports.
In the eastern region town of Anum, you may never hear the barking of a live dog. If you ever do, it may either be from your television or an audio recording. Moving around the town, you will find cats, goats, and other animals. But for dogs, no way. The reason is simple. Keeping dogs, for whatever reason, will be a breach of custom, because of a century-long held belief that the gods of the land hate the presence of other dogs. The gods believe Anum already has spiritual dogs guarding the town, hence a physical one is not needed. Residents here like Kofi has a desire to keep dog for hunting and security at home. However, the fear of divine punishment as well as the disapproval of the town's revered elders has compelled him to conform to the customs.
As for me, I would have preferred to keep dogs because they can be used for security at home and hunting. But our elders are insisting we go by the instructions of the gods and we can't do anything about it.
Ejayao, another resident, holds a firm belief that the people of Anum have no choice but to honor the gods by being obedient. He sees the prohibition on dogs as an expression of gratitude for the gods' unwavering protection over the town throughout history.
The deity led this town from its inception, and that is what it dislikes. So we have no option but to go by his instructions.
The views of Kobina, who also lives in Anum, are not different from Ejayao and Kofi, because he sees the prohibition on dogs as a preservation of their cherished history and honoring the legacies of their ancestors. The prohibition on dogs in Anum has become deeply part of the lives of the town's inhabitants, shaping their way of life and their understanding of the divine order. But what lay at the heart of this intriguing custom? Kofi Osai, the revered Asafwache of the Nimfa division in the Num traditional area, explains.
The reason we don't keep dogs in this town is because our deity guards the people with his own dogs. He dislikes the barking of other dogs who may see him patrolling the town at night and prefers to operate in silence without attracting any attention. That is why community members have been instructed not to keep dogs in this town.
Na say bia oye bribi wo kuro no ma emba say ebe call nipa bi attention say ebia bribi say ekoso anado e wo kuro no mu onu nti na omonfa yemma kraman emba kuro no.
But what fate awaits those who unknowingly send dogs into a Anum town? The Asafwache, Kofi Osai, explained that such individuals will be required to undergo a ceremonial purification process intended to appease the gods and re-establish harmony within the community. the worst situation, one could be attacked by community members for disrespecting their customs.
Everyone is expected to go by this directive in order not to incur the wrath of the gods. If you are a stranger passing through the town with your dogs, we will allow you to go. But to stay in this town with your dogs, the village folks will kill them. Dogs from nearby villages are not even allowed here.
Because the next town,
You may have a legal right to keep a dog, but in Anum, you may have to battle the people and culture to have one. So, if you plan on driving through Anum with a dog in your vehicle, remember that the people who revere this custom will not welcome you. Would you insist on your right and end up in the police station or courtroom to assert your right, or would simply stay away from Anum with your dog? Joy News, Samuel Mbura, Anum, Eastern Region.
Well, I know Samuel Mbura has joined us for more on this report. Mbura, I know you are from the north, and you don't usually take trips to this area, the Eastern Region. What really prompted this story?
I was in the Anum town for a different reason. And in the conversation, a friend told me about the mystery of that town. The custom is that you don't keep dogs in the community. So I was somehow taken aback, surprised why that should be the situation. So out of curiosity, I had to talk to those who matter. So I quickly called the assembly member for the area to do some community entries for me. So after that, I had opportunity to meet the Conte Hini for the Anum Traditional Council in the Eastern Region. He now introduced me to the Asafuache, the revered Osai, Kofi Osai, who took us through the history. So it wasn't something that I knew about, but through conversation, a friend told me, and I said, no, it should be a story that everyone will have to hear, or people will be eager to listen. But because we know very well that dogs can be used for security at home, we know they can use them for hunting, and then you can keep them as pets as well. So it really shocked me that for the past centuries, this community does not keep dogs. So that was actually the trigger for this particular report.
But Mbura, what harm does the presence of dogs, cause to the deity that actually abhors the keeping of these dogs?
So I was told by traditional authorities that the gods of the land also has its own dogs, and it does in the spiritual realm. So at night, the gods moves around to protect its people, and because dogs spiritually, the belief is that dogs can see spiritual, the physical dogs can see spiritual stuff, and back at night, the gods instructed that, look, anytime I'm walking through the township, I don't want anyone to see me because I want to operate in silence. And because dogs have that spiritual foresight, they may be a stumbling block in his operations. That's why the gods, according to the authorities, directed that they should not keep dogs, so that at least when it is going around the town at night, it will be able to operate silently without anyone getting to know that it is out there protecting the people.
Samuel Mbura, when next should we expect the next story?
I plan on going to the Western region, so perhaps I'll have some interesting stories to tell when I return.
From the Western region, we'll be looking forward to that. Samuel Mbura brought us a report of the town that forbids dogs.